So I'm working on Roadshow, and this little guy is the up kick that kicks it out of sort of the miners section and a bunch of other places. And it's been a little lethargic, like it doesn't kick it out. So I took it out so I could look at pull the coil and check the coil sleeve and all of that other business. And Sophia's like, hey, is it supposed to be broken like that? And sometimes this might just have enough flex that it takes the energy out of the ball going up the thing. So I'm gonna run over to a friend Jason's and see if he's got time. He's a welder by trade, which is handy because this needs to be welded. So I like how it welded. So let's take it over to Jason's and see if he can fix this up for me. All right, field trip, and look at this. We're gonna take the micro machine. Tiny car. Hi, dog. What do you want? I'm not touching that. That's gross. So Jason does a bunch of Boler stuff. So that's why we have Boler shells here. There's one. There's a Boler frame. There's another one. They're all over the place. You're filthy with them. Hello.
Hey, Seven, how you doing?
All right. That looks like a replacement for that.
Yes. Boler frames galore. I'm really lucky that the Boler community has found me and helped me out with my business here. Yeah.
You're doing a lot of these now, aren't you?
I seem to be doing a few. Yeah, the Boler community has really found me, and they're seem to be liking what I'm doing. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a total 100% replacement frame for the original Boler 1300s. New axle, new rubber, all aluminum. So it won't be subject to the corrosion issues that the original frames had, and then,
right.
It's also a redesign. We've done a 6-inch channel frame instead of a inch and a half by 3 square tube frame, which was quite light duty. So these are quite a bit stronger and come in at about the same weight categories.
Right. Yeah. Don't they usually, like the old ones, they kind of break right in here? Is that their weak point?
Back here, and then in the tail section here.
Right.
And the reason why they usually break there is because they end up the first place to break is in this corner here on the original ones because of this scenario around the door, and from that spot when it breaks there, it shock loads the back of the trailer,
gotcha.
and then it ends up sagging. So if you ever know anybody with a Boler and you see their door frame and their door doesn't fit in their door frame, you know that they've got a bad frame.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I think we do have a Boler. I think ours is, it's probably due.
They're all about 50 years old. And,
yeah.
The material that they used back in the 70s was only a 16 gauge square tube, so that's only a 1/16 of an inch thick. So they're not really, they weren't really meant to last this long. So if you've got a Boler and it has a steel frame, original frame in it, it's beyond its
probably ready. Yeah.
It's beyond its life, so it's beyond its life expectancy. It's time for a new frame.
Yeah.
And while you're at it, the Dexter Torflex axles, they 50 years out of a Torflex axle is a pretty good life expectancy, and they're getting to be at about the time when they should be replaced.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we're actually going to accomplish this in 2 stages. We're gonna go around and we're gonna tack all these little broken welds first, and then once we get it all tacked up and we're happy that it's all in position, then we'll come back and we'll actually do the weld.
Looks like new. Look at that. Fantastico.
Well, we can hit those little welds with a little bit of Scotch-Brite and get rid of some of that coloring, and then we're good to go.
I'm not even going to worry about it. It's under the playfield. You don't see it. All right. Awesome.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Great. Well, enjoy your pinballing.
All right. And I will, look at that. Looks just like him. Old Skool Welding. And I'll put a link in the description.
Awesome. Big or small, we do it all. Well, mostly small.
All right, we're back together. My only question about this is the little plunger thingy. It looks a little small. Like it doesn't. It looks like it should be a little bit longer. But I don't know. And I believe that that's the right coil. I guess I'm going to put it back together again, and if it doesn't work, then we'll play around with it more. So that's the coil. It's a SG23850. I'll look that up later because I have to put this in here whether or not it's the right coil or not. It does eject the ball, although it's somewhat lackluster, and sometimes it takes a few times to spit the ball out. So it's working. I think it'll be better with our little welded brackets together, because I think this was stealing some of the kinetic energy of this being flexible. All right, let's put it back in there and let's see what happens. So I was able to get it out by just loosening this little, I guess it's a little subway attachment kind of thingy. I didn't have to remove this all the way. I was able to just kind of weasel it out from underneath there. Hopefully I can get it back in. Okay, I'm back in, I'm back together. I just need to hook these guys back up, and it slipped in, no problem with that. So if I have to replace this coil or this plunger, the nice thing is I don't have to take this out again. It just, those two bolts right there hold it in place, and then this whole assembly comes out. So I can mess around with this later fairly easily. I don't see, unless you've got a broken a broken piece like I do, you shouldn't really ever have to pull this guy out of here. So, all right, let's put this back together, fire up a game, see if it works.
Time to go to work.
Here we go. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it's still a little lethargic. Much better though. All right, we're fixed. So it does seem to be working now. It does, however, it's not popping out of there with the vigor I would like to see. it's vigorless. So I'm going to research that coil and that part, the little plunger that kicks it out. Possibly that, I'm leaning towards possibly the plunger might be a little short, like maybe part of it had broken off. So I'll look into that. But for right now, it's working fine. It works well enough.
Hey, look, man, police!
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we did it. I talked to Jason before I left, and he's going to help me with the little Gear-on twin rifle that makes the birds move. So that's going to be the next project that I tear out here. All right, but I guess that's it for me, and it was just a talking hands and voice. No me on camera this time. So I'll see you next time.